what do you think of the saying, you get more bees with honey? They actually asked Leif this too, but he's not here. You get more bees with honey.
I always actually heard you catch more flies with honey than with vinegar, but it's the same idea, and it's something I agree with. I mean, obviously, this comes down to the R word, relationships, and always what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to build the relationship. So I'm gonna put out the honey. I'm gonna put out the honey. Mm-hmm. The carrot is preferable to the stick.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Which is another way of saying it. The reward, the good stuff. So yeah, totally. That absolutely works better. Now you can give people too much honey, and now they get type 2 diabetes. They get lazy, they get out of shape, and they don't work anymore, right? So you gotta, that's the dichotomy that you need to balance as a leader. Not being too hard, but not being too soft, not being too aggressive, but being aggressive enough. That's the dichotomy. But the bottom line is you need to treat people well. That's what you need to do. You need to not spoil them, but give them respect and build the relationships. And if you make that your goal, when I work with all these different companies, I'm always saying, listen, make your goal with this person that you're having a problem with, make your goal to build a relationship. Make that your goal. Mm-hmm. When they say something negative, say something positive. Yep. When they want to blame something on you, say, yeah, you're right, it's my fault. Build a relationship with the person. That's going to strengthen the team. It's going to be 1,000 times infinitely better than having an antagonistic relationship with somebody.
Mm. Yep.
So
I agree with that one.
And also, when you're leading with vinegar, when you're leading with fear, mm-hmm. and you're leading with you're beating people with a stick, that does not work out good in the long run. Do you have to have consequences sometimes? Yeah. But the team that is following somebody because they want to do their best for that leader is going to beat the team that is doing things only because they're scared of the leader.
Right. Yeah. If they're trying to avoid the stick, that's going to be where they operate in. They're going to operate enough to avoid the stick.
Exactly.
Because really, that's the goal, to avoid the stick. Yep. There's no honey.
They're not going to go above and beyond.
Yeah, I think he said something very wise in Office Space.
What does he say in Office Space?
He said he was in his little review. He got hypnotized. Did you watch Office Space?
I've watched it a million times.
So he gets hypnotized, all right? So now he tells the truth, or he doesn't care, about things. So he's real open and honest. He goes into his little review, which is supposed to be this kind of tense thing. And they say, what's up? They ask him some stuff. And he's like, it's a problem of motivation. Like we're not, if I get, all this, so he's explaining it to him, and then he's like, okay, if I'm scared of, whatever, this punishment from my boss or whatever, no, I'm just going to work hard enough not to get fired. But that's true, though. It's absolutely true. So yeah, like these kids who only get scolded, mm-hmm. they don't get like compassion and compliment and support, they mm-hmm. only get scolded. A lot of times, there's a lot more to it, but a lot of times they're just going to do the minimum.
And clearly,
to
if you
not
go
get scolded
too far in the other direction, where
they get
all
spoiled.
you get is spoiled,
yep.
You're too far in the other direction.
Yep. And the dangerous part about going too far in the other direction, how you put it, is you don't prepare them. Like they wind up when they're on their own, like they're not prepared for the tough parts.
Of life.
Yeah, and there's a lot of good parts in life, man. But those tough parts, they're there too. So if you're not prepared for them, you're gonna get jacked, for lack of a better term.
I think that's the correct term, actually.